Morning, children. So
Good
here we
morning,
are,
ma'am.
each one of you. Now, last time when we met, we did India, our country, where we began the chapter talking about India. Now, before India, we took up as a chapter, we have earlier read about the climatic conditions, we have read about the landforms, the climate, the weather, everything we read in detail. So, then we talk in this particular chapter only and specifically about our country. And before I begin, let me tell you I'm feeling so happy to see you in your school uniform. Most of you are in your school uniform. Yeah. And as you can see the backdrop, can you see your classroom?
Yes, ma'am.
Feeling happy? Feeling happy? Yeah.
Yes.
I'm just trying to give you a feel of your classroom, how
Yes,
it
ma'am.
looks. Yeah. Must be waiting eagerly to join here, isn't it? Very soon.
Yes,
Very,
ma'am.
yeah. So we talked of the location. We talked where India is situated on the world. So when we were doing it, we saw that India lies in the Asian subcontinent, in the south. Okay, India lies in Asia, which is a continent, and it lies in the southern side of it, of the continent. We also talked of the peninsular India, where India is surrounded by three sides with water. To its western side, we have the Arabian Sea. Towards the southern side below, we have the Indian Ocean. And towards the eastern side, we have Bay of Bengal. Yeah. Then we also talked of the size of the country, which is the seventh largest country in the world. And when it comes to population, India is the second populous country. Which is the most populous country? Which is the country which is,
China.
yes, China. And India comes second in its population. Okay. So then we also talked about the longitudinal and latitudinal extent. The longitudinal means from here to here. Okay. And latitudinal means here. Okay, so the longitudinal and latitudinal length also we talked of. We know that India lies in the northern hemisphere when we talk of latitudes, and India lies in the eastern hemisphere when we talk of the longitude. This much we had done. Then we also covered a little section telling you about the neighboring states, the neighboring countries. And the neighboring countries of India are Pakistan and Afghanistan supposing this is India. So Pakistan and Afghanistan lie towards the
Ma'am,
western
northwest.
side. Yes, northwest. Then China, Nepal, and Bhutan in the northern part. And then we talk Bangladesh and Myanmar in the eastern side. Then we talk of the peninsular India, the downer, the southern India. We have Sri Lanka and Maldives. Okay, till there we had covered. Now today we will take up political divisions of India. That means on a political map, where does India stand? Okay, the whole of India is divided into 29 states and 7 union territories. The union territories are governed by the administrators who are appointed by the supreme commander, that is the president. The two territories, namely Delhi and the Puducherry, have been given partial statehood. Rajasthan is the largest state area-wise. Prior to the division, it was Madhya Pradesh, and Goa in the western coast is the smallest state. So within this paragraph, they have told you n number of important information. They have told you that India has 29 states and it has 8 union territories. Here it is written 7, but actually there are 8 union territories. You will Google search and look for the latest. Okay. Now then, yes.
Ma'am, in my book there are written 9 union territories and 28 states.
Exactly. Child, that's the correct. Because even I was Google searching and there it was 9. But since here it was 7, so I thought I read 8. Okay. Actually, there are 9. Get to the Google search and follow the latest update. Okay. So then they have talked about Delhi and Puducherry, which have been given a partial statehood status. That means, in spite of being the union territories, they behave like a state. Okay. Then they talk of Rajasthan, which is the largest state of India. If you see the extent of the state, if you see the map, you will see that Rajasthan is the largest state. And then they talked of Goa. Goa is the smallest state. Okay, underline Rajasthan, largest state, underline Goa as the smallest state. Okay, then they talk of the union territories, 8 they have given. You will not read from here, you will Google search and update it and do it properly. Okay, then please put a tick mark on this map work which is given. The political map, political divisions of India, page 152 in my book, figure 7.2. Please put a tick mark. The second map that you will make. First map I told you it was the world map which you were supposed to make. Now is this now this is the political map which you will make for this time. Okay, clear till here? Now I read further and explain it to you. From the point of view of size, Rajasthan is the Rajasthan is the largest while Goa is the smallest state. We have read this already, isn't it? Then they talk of Uttar Pradesh is the most populous state while Sikkim is the least populous state. Now the state where we are living, Uttar Pradesh, that is the most populous. That means a huge amount of population. It is the largest, it is the state with the largest population. Okay, Uttar Pradesh has the largest population and the least population, which is state Sikkim. Underline Uttar Pradesh, underline Sikkim. Okay, and mark them as populous state and least populous state. Observe the map of political divisions of India and the map of our neighboring countries. Can you see a map just above on page 153? Now that is a physical map showing you the neighboring countries. Put a tick mark here. You will take up a physical map and you will mark all the neighboring countries, including Sri Lanka also in the south. Okay. Now you will keep looking the map and I will read the further things. Okay. You will be having your eyes on the map, this map which is showing you the neighboring countries, right? So I begin. Now, you have to see the states which have common boundaries with our neighbors are as follows. Now, see Gujarat, Rajasthan, Punjab, Jammu, and Kashmir have common boundaries with Pakistan. Just a second, let me just put you on screen sharing and then I will show you what I want to tell you. Okay. Now they are telling you, now all of you look, yes, all of you look at this on the screen which I'm showing you. Now they are telling you, first point, can you see Pakistan here? Now Pakistan has common boundaries with Jammu and Kashmir, Punjab, Rajasthan, Gujarat. And this is what they have told you here in the first point. Gujarat, Rajasthan, Punjab, Jammu and Kashmir. These have the common boundary with Pakistan. Clear? Then they talk of China. Now, China is here. The second point, they're telling you China and they're telling you which states of India have common boundaries? They begin with Jammu and Kashmir, then Himachal Pradesh, sorry, here, Himachal Pradesh, then Uttarakhand, then can you see Sikkim here? Can you all see Sikkim? Then Arunachal Pradesh have common boundaries with China. So these are the states which have common boundaries with China. Clear? Come to the third point where they are going to tell you about Nepal. All of you will keep looking on the screen only. I will read the reading part. Now see, Nepal, which are the states which have common boundary with Nepal? Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, and West Bengal. Can you see a small little pink portion of West Bengal here? This has a common boundary with Nepal. Okay. Now the fourth point, they are telling you the common boundary with Bhutan. Can you see this state? This country, Bhutan, and they are showing you the states which have common boundaries with Bhutan. Let's see them. Sikkim, this area, okay. Then West Bengal, this pink area. Then Assam, and then Arunachal Pradesh. They have a common boundary with Bhutan here. Okay, coming to the next, Bangladesh. They are now going to tell you which states have common boundaries with Bangladesh. Let's see. West Bengal, can you see? West Bengal, Assam, can you see this green area little here? Meghalaya, this yellow area, Meghalaya. Okay, Tripura, where is Tripura? Here, Tripura and Mizoram. I'm not getting Mizoram. Mizoram. Okay, so these have the common boundaries with Bangladesh. Then the sixth point tells you about Myanmar, this state, this country. They want to tell you which states have common boundaries with Myanmar. Let's see. Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Manipur, and Mizoram. These have the common boundaries with our state. With our, these our states have the common boundary with Myanmar. Okay, we stop here. I would like to tell you the things that you're supposed to do in your copies, in your geography copies. Please make a note of it somewhere. First thing, are you all listening? First thing, you will do the glossary. Everything that is given in the glossary, you are supposed to do. Clear? Just a second.
Ma'am,
Yeah. Yes, child.
ma'am, you have not given the short 50 log. Ma'am, you have not given a short 50 and log 70 question answers of very short and long questions of major domains of the earth.
I have not given short and very long answers of major
No,
domains.
ma'am. Yeah, no,
Just
ma'am.
a second. Just a second. Just a second. Um, Exercise. Can you tell me the exercise number? Exercise
D and
3.
D.
Huh?
And D.
D and E.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'll be sending you a PDF right now after we finish the class.
Ma'am, you have
Yeah?
given the E.
I've
Ma'am,
given.
so there is not C, D and
Wait.
D.
Let me deal with it. Exercise A and B are to be done in the book, and I have told you. Clear? Exercise
Yes,
C.
ma'am.
Exercise C. While I was explaining the chapter, when I finished the chapter, I gave you in that video only, and that is to be done in your copies. Exercise C, exercise D, exercise E have to be done in your copies. Now, C is there in the explanation which I have given you. Clear? D and E questions, I will be sending you a PDF and you can copy from there. Okay? Is it okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Now,
Okay,
since
ma'am.
you all, okay, since you all have not done, listen, sweethearts, listen. Since you all have not done D and E of the previous chapter only, so wait the work of the new chapter. I'll give you maybe next week. Okay. But for your knowledge, you are just supposed to do the glossary of the chapter and 3 maps: one world map, one political map of India, and then third is the physical map marking the neighboring countries. These are the 3 works from the new chapter. Okay, but that you can do later. First, you finish off exercise D and E along with the C exercise, which is given in the explanation 8. Explanation 8 has the exercise given on it. Okay, did you get it? Is the point clear to each one of you?
ma'am.
समझ आया? देखो,
Yes,
पहले आप मेजर डोमेन्स का वर्क करोगे. मैं आपको सी एक्सरसाइज जो एक्सप्लेनेशन में है, आई हैव ऑलरेडी गिवन यू. ठीक है? अब डी और ई का मैं पीडीएफ भेज रही हूँ आपको. गॉट इट? If you come across any problem in those question answers, you can always tell me. ठीक है? Now, after you finish all that, then maybe next week you can start doing your map work. Clear? And keep your projects ready. The teachers soon contact you and ask for the PDF. Is it okay with each one of you? All of you have understood?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. So bye, lovely class.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.